Hey guys, it's Eli and Cole, and we're back with another music video reaction.
Yes, today is NF Therapy Session, requested by Mindy Lynn.
Mindy Lynn, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for requesting or suggesting. And I've seen this. This is I like all of the NF songs I've ever heard, but this is probably in the top 5 for me.
Okay.
But again, as you know from NF, it's very deep. It's not upbeat. It's not the happy rap.
Yeah.
It's real music, as we've discussed. So get ready for that. You really have to pay attention to the content. Fast. I'm going to turn on closed captions. He's pretty easy to understand, but just in case, just so you don't miss anything. You've not seen this, right? I'm correct? Okay. All right, let's get into it. You got to put your earbud in. Are you afraid to put your earbud in?
There's a warning thing, so I'm a little chilled.
Don't worry, it's all for the action, or for the acting. It's not real.
Oh, goodness.
Get rid of the ad here. I'm not pausing. Just turn off the ad. So those are both NF sitting at the chair in the chairs.
Okay.
And that guy is cutting.
Okay.
Yeah. You know who I am, I've been through a lot. I don't know how to express it to people. Don't think that I can, but I got that mantra CD on rotation. That's real for me, Nate. You do not understand. It's crazy for me. Kids see me up city slitting they wrists on the daily. This music is more than you think. Don't book me for just entertainment. It's entertaining. Hearing these parents, they telling their kids my music is violent. You gotta be kidding me. I guess that your definition of violence in mine is something that we look at differently. How do you picture me? I mean, what you expect from me? I'm trying to do this respectfully. They say that life is a race. I knew my problems would probably catch up eventually. I do my best to be calm. How you gonna write me and tell me you slaughter my family? That's just a glimpse of the stuff.
So that, to my understanding, to my knowledge, that was an actual tweet or Instagram message or whatever. I don't know what the format was, but they were literally slaughter his family. Like, people take things so far.
Yeah.
It's freaking music.
Yeah.
Calm down. I get that he's making, kind of deep music and he's making impactful music, but there's nothing he's ever said, to my knowledge, that would... there's nothing you could really say that would
warrant that.
That would warrant that. And especially him, he's not a negative person. His music sounds negative, but he's not doing it to be negative. It's literally a therapy session.
Yeah.
He said, you'll hear at the end of the song, he talks about that, but... what would ever make you want to, imagine if we were making this reaction video and someone was like, you didn't react right, I'm slaughtering your family. It's ridiculous. There's nothing worth that. Why are people so intense, and crazy? I love those masks. Again, that very epic sound,
Yeah.
It's got a catchy beat, but it's also got that sounds like a movie soundtrack, this is the pivotal moment of the movie.
Said that dad is abusive, apparently he likes to beat on a mama. I got so angry inside, I wanted to tell her to give me his number. But what you gonna do with it, right? You gonna hit him up, then he'll start hitting her harder, that's real. These kids...
So... I don't know if that really happened. That specifically really happened. But that is, think about it. If you knew somebody that was doing that and you couldn't personally step in, then just calling them and saying, hey, stop beating up your wife, stop beating up your daughter or whatever, that kind of person is not going to do it. They're just going to get mad and beat them up for telling on them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that really happened enough. It wouldn't surprise me. That would be something to deal with, imagine someone come up and saying that and you're like, I want to help you, but what do I do?
That probably happens with all famous, people too, especially singers. I bet it happens a lot with most of them, if not all of them. And that would always just be
You mean that's just stuff that's awkward or
stuff
that they can't really help with?
Yeah,
they want to,
really
but they can't
actually do anything.
Yeah, what difference can they make other than help support them?
Yeah.
But they can't stop the dad. They could tell him to call the police or something, but who knows where that'll lead. So it's probably, you don't know the whole situation. You don't want to get too involved. But at the same time, that girl on there is looks like she's about 10 or 11. you got like a little 10-year-old girl like, my dad likes to beat us up, and you're like,
Yeah.
you can't just be like, go get out of here. I don't want to know that.
Yeah.
You know, like, so that's, I think what he's saying is like, I'm in a situation where this whole song is like, he's become famous, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's just got to deal with all this crap now, you know, like this intense emotional stuff that he maybe didn't think he would have to. Because nobody thinks they're going to get famous,
No.
you know, or well, most people don't think
Probably
they're going to
not.
get famous. We're obviously going to get famous. We know that. But
Destined.
all right.
One of my shows, the tears in their eyes. Imagine someone looking at you and saying your music's the reason that they're alive. I have no idea what I'm dealing with after, and I put it all in the open. This is the way that I cope with all my emotion. I'm taking pictures with thousands of people, but honestly, I feel like nobody knows me. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. How you gonna tell me my music does not have a message when I'm
Who would
looking
say
at
that?
this
His music is sending a message.
Yeah.
It's all his music is a message. I like how everything's playing out in the background during the video. Again, a very simple video with him. It's always like just a room with him. But at the same time, it works.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel boring. You know, it fits what's happening. And it allows you to focus on him.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna walk in these stages in front of these people and act like I live my life perfectly. That doesn't work for me. Christian is not the definition of what perfect means. Woo!
I think he actually said, I think this is wrong. It says Christian is not the definition of what perfect means. I thought he said Christian is not the definition of what perfect means. But either way, it's the same message. But,
Yeah.
that's interesting because he is a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's like you don't have to be a Christian to be a good person. And just because you're a Christian doesn't mean you're a good person.
Yeah.
You know, so that's kind of an interesting thing for a Christian rapper to say.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't the type to be quiet. I ain't gonna sit here in silence if I wouldn't say what I say to your face. And I promise you I wouldn't say it in private. I am not lying. People go off on my page and I'm trying to quit the replying. But this is ridiculous. And on socials, but honestly, I don't see nothing in public. I kinda love it, yeah. Why don't you write us some happy raps? That would be awesome. All of your music is moody and dark, nay. Don't get me started. You wanna know what it's like if you met me in person? Listen to my verses. This music is not just for people who sit in the pews and pray at the churches. Nah, I've been rejected. I don't expect everyone to respect it. I don't expect you to get my perspective.
I mean, I think sometimes people, they confuse what I'm doing. I write about life, I write about things that I'm actually dealing with. Something that I'm actually experiencing. This is real for me. Like, this is something that personally helps me as well. I'm not confused about who gave me the gift. God gave me the gift and he gave me the ability. Anger, it's a passion about something, a frustration. Like, this is where I go. That's the whole NF Real Music thing, man. This is real for me. I need this. This is a therapy for me.
Blurred out the person who sung it. Imagine if he hadn't blurred that out.
Yeah.
Like, that guy would end up, like, getting all kinds of... I mean, because you can't control what your audience does.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they did that. You know, because they don't want people doing stuff in his name that he obviously wouldn't want. I don't know, it's intense. What'd you think?
You can say that again. All of his music is so intense.
Yeah.
It's like, oof.
Yes. Even that futuristic song
Yeah.
that wasn't as, like, in your face, it was still very serious.
Yeah.
You know, and talking about, like, mental illness and stuff, which he does mention, like, his depression and stuff in this.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever noticed, though, that a lot of the best artists seem to come out of that kind of thing? Like, really hard childhoods, which we haven't got into his childhood yet. But there's a lot of... He has some songs about his childhood. Really bad childhoods or really intense trauma or mental illnesses, depression. You know, the most artistic people, you see a lot of, like, suicide and drug addiction, you know, like, with the best of the best. you
Yeah.
know? And maybe it just takes that kind of thing to make you... I mean, Eminem, people pretty much say he's the best rapper ever. You don't, not everybody agrees, but you hear that a lot.
Yeah.
And look at his life, you know, like, dealing with all kinds of crap growing up, living in a terrible area, dealing with drug addiction, all kinds of stuff, and, you know, now he's what he is.
I don't know what to say. And that's kind of how I always feel after I listen to his
Yeah.
music. It's like, I just don't, because there's so much.
Yeah.
It's just so much.
But
And
like in a
lot of
bad way
times-
or a good way?
No, like in a,
Like, do you like it?
yeah.
Okay.
It's just,
Okay,
it's
first, guys.
by the way, this is like the first time that I'm here. I don't listen to NF
Right.
on my own.
Right.
So anytime I'm hearing the song, it's the first time I'm listening to it, and it's always just so much to process.
Mhm.
Everything, like even though the music videos are like very basic,
Mhm.
there's still like little things happening in them
Yeah, there are.
that you really got to pay attention to.
Like on Why,
the
with
lyrics,
the
and
writing
then-
on the wall and
Him-
them hitting the girl in the background.
yeah,
stuff,
and him like jumping around to the. There's
him
a
standing
lot.
on furniture. One big theme with him is kicking chairs over.
Okay,
I don't know why he hates chairs. But it is seriously, as we watch more, you'll see he abuses chairs regularly.
I don't know if
But
I, can
I
do
know.
that.
I mean, there is a lot to take in, not just visually, but the whole thing. is just
Musically,
a lot.
lyrically, everything is
Yeah.
just a lot.
But it is intense. But I really like it. I mean, these have replayability. Not that I turn this on in my car a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I especially like seeing reactions to these and seeing how other people take it.
Mm-hmm.
And your reaction is not uncommon. So, I mean, how many fingers would you give this one out of 10? You do have 10 fingers, right?
I do have 10 fingers.
Okay,
I
prove it.
do have 10.
I have 10 as well. Proof.
1, 2, yeah, okay.
Okay. Checks out.
That's how everything's good. I'm gonna have to give it an 8.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a B.
It's just so much, and I just
Yeah.
wish it was less.
Just
And he actually talks about it in the song,
Yeah.
that, like, wanting it to be, like, people to make, like, happy songs. I don't want to make a happy song.
yeah.
I just
It's
always
not
feel
him,
so
you know?
overwhelmed with his
Yeah.
music.
I mean, there's a few that are more intense than this. There's like one that's more intense than this. But this is really the first one I saw of his where I was just like, that's a lot. You know,
Mhm.
like this is a lot to deal with. How Could You Leave Us? Which we have a request for. We're not going to do it this week. But I don't remember who.
I think it was the same person.
Was it the same person? Okay.
At least so.
We're going to get to that one next week probably.
Mhm.
We just got a lot of requests right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to all of them eventually. But we can't do them all.
Yeah.
We can't do like 50 in a day
Yeah.
or in a week. So yeah, that was a very intense one. So I don't blame you. For me, it's a 10, but then again, I've heard this 50 times, or
Yeah.
more. So, I know what I can process it,
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else to add?
Just to like and subscribe us and give us a nice big old thumbs up, which is liking, but
Hit that notification bell.
that notification
Don't want to
bell.
miss a thing.
Don't want to miss anything.
Thanks.